This event is the Student Voice Ambassador Program Retreat. Student Voice Ambassadors are essentially parts of youth advisory boards, and they're working with adults to make that systemic change. When students have that ability to have authority over themselves and their educational futures, they are so much more engaged. It doesn't matter if they have been in foster care or homeless or in the juvenile justice system or overcome some kind of chronic disability or chronic illness. All of their voices are equally as important, and we want to make sure that all of our students are being heard.
What do you think is a good fit?
A good
Helping, yes.
Student voice is extremely important because we're in a day and age where hearing from the students is critical. We want to know what their thoughts are. We want to know the direction that we're taking as educators to make sure that we're accommodating and hearing them in order to provide them the best social, emotional, and academic programs available.
Also, I want you to understand that these are your strengths. So anytime somebody asks you what are your strengths, now you have an idea what that is.
We have students that have not been empowered to use their voice, don't know where to begin to use their voice, and gaining the skill sets to do it in a way that they feel comfortable and confident. The schools become a safer place to be at, that second home, that hub.
Ustedes están usando su voz para mejorar algún problema que tengan en la escuela, con un adulto, con otro estudiante. ¿Alguna pregunta? Putting together this activity was with the purpose of ensuring that students know how they can use their voice to solve their own problems. We use the example of the rattlesnakes because it's one of those ideas where a lot of people think it's actually a bad thing, like something bad's about to happen, but rattlesnakes are being very proactive in trying to avoid conflict and resolve issues. Similarly, we're trying to show that when students use their voice to be preventative and resolve issues before they get worse, they'll avoid making a lot of unnecessary noise.
Oh, look, there's already one right here. Oh.
I just really enjoy how they're basing on what animals they are and how they relate it to working together, responsibilities, and that stuff.
You can figure out how is that going to manifest itself in your life. So maybe being honest is your purpose. And
Student voice is important for my kids because we're in an isolated area, and so for my natural leaders, that's who are here today, it gives them the ability, like the empowerment to have their voice out there, because really teaching is a partnership, so our kids have a lot of input, so hopefully they have the skills in these little stations to come back and let all of their opinions be heard.
A lot of people don't really know how to speak up about stuff, and these events really do help because you feel safe.
wait, go all the way down.
Our studies show that when students believe they have a voice in school, they're 7 times more likely to be academically motivated than when they believe that they don't have a voice in school. And so by showing them that they have that voice, we're really not only engaging them and keeping those students going to school, but we're also making that systemic change in our campuses and in our communities.